Everyone tells you investing is about finding the right stocks, timing the market, or beating the returns of your friends, right? Let me tell you why I lost $500,000 ringgit. Okay, and I'm not alone. 90% of investors lose money because they believe in the same lies I did. And I thought I was smart. I read books, I watched videos, I learned from gurus, but nobody told me the real truth. Investing is 90% psychology and only 10% maths. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 uncomfortable truths that are finally turning my investing around and helping me make back everything I've lost, plus a lot more. So hit the like button and let me know in the comments if you ever felt like you're doing everything right and still losing money. Truth number 1, investing is 90% psychology and only 10% strategy. You already know what to do: buy low, sell high, diversify, hold long term. So why don't you do it? And it's because that the market drops 30%, your brain starts to go sell. Okay, and when the crypto pumps 500%, your brain screams buy more, right? And this is what really happens right now. Okay, the truth is, right, the best investment strategies in the world fails if you cannot control your emotions. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this right now: emotions and investments do not match. Okay, fear makes you feel like you want to sell at the bottom. Greed makes you want to buy at the top. So winning investors aren't smart, they're just karma. As a matter of fact, so remember 2020, everyone panic sold. The ones who held or bought, they were up by 60 to 80% right now. Truth number 2, you will make mistakes, and that's your real education. I bought stocks because of some people recommended it. I lost $80,000 there. I chased the crypto pump and I've lost more than $150,000 there. I've tried to time the market, okay, I've lost another $120,000 there. Total tuition fee, 350,000 ringgit. Mistakes are not failures, okay? They are expensive lessons, very expensive, but they're good lessons. The question isn't, will I make mistakes, okay? It's every time I make a mistake, I ask myself this at the end of the day: what did I learn? There are 2 types of investors over here. Ones that makes the mistakes, blames the market, blames the gurus or the people that actually shared them, or the indicators or the bots, and then repeats it again and again and again. The second are the ones that makes the mistakes, analyze what happens, and then learn from them, never to repeat it again. Okay, type A usually stays broke, type B usually has a higher chance of getting rich. So what do you need to do? Keep an investment journal. Okay, write down every decision and why did you make it. When it goes wrong, review it, right? Don't panic. When you get the lessons, it's your real education. Truth number 3, okay, strategy hopping is killing your returns. Consistency is the key. Once upon a time, I used to switch a lot of things. I used to be a value investor listening to Warren Buffett. Then I started to switch to growth stocks to get into the techno boom. And then after that, in 2020, I jumped into crypto where everyone was making money. And then after that, when things got a little bit jumpy and tough, we went back to dividend stocks. So results, I bought high all the time, sold low almost every other time. Truth be told is, most strategy works almost all the time if you stick long enough. But if we switch our strategies at the worst time, and usually we do that, why? Because you felt that your strategy is not really working anymore, okay? Maybe the markets turn against you and you do a little bit more research, or you start to see that people are actually making money somewhere else. You tend to switch to a strategy after it's already run up. When you start to see things, it's already a bit too late, and when you get into it using that strategy, you tend to buy high, right? Or, okay, you switch from a strategy after it crashes. Now that is also another big problem, because usually that's when people start to lose faith in what they're doing. They start to do something worse, okay? And when they switch, they might not get their returns back. So the truth be told is, all strategies will have their ups and their downs. Pick one, okay? Give it 5 to 10 years. Yeah, you heard me, right? Give it 5 to 10 years consistency. Refine it, do not abandon it. Okay, consistency beats perfection, because whatever you do, let's talk about even S&P 500 over a 5 to 10 year gap, right? It gets an average returns of 8 to 10% if you're stuck into a market during the ups and the downs. So consistency is always the best. Strategy hopping is like planting a tree, digging it up after 6 months because it hasn't grown, planting a different tree and repeating again. You will never get the fruits. Truth number 4, simple beats complex all the time. So you heard about KISS, K-I-S-S, keep it simple and stupid. I switched to index funds, holding it forever, and that made money. Investment industry actually sells complexity. They gives you all these crazy tools. They can't sell simplicity. If they were to tell you, oh, just keep to something boring and be rich, most of these people will be out of a business. If you don't really know what to do, best thing to do is just buy the S&P 500s, right? Not because it's exciting, but because it works, right? The best investment strategies are sometimes the ones that you actually stick to. Truth number 5, stop comparing your returns to others. This is where you start to get jittery, especially in Twitter or in Instagram or in TikTok nowadays. People are talking about making 300% returns in their crypto, or they just bought their third property from stock gains, or in YouTube, how I turned my 10K into 1 million. What these YouTubers don't mention about is when they actually hit rock bottom or they failed in their portfolios. For every other person who has made 300% in crypto, there's at least 100 people who have lost 80%. You only see the winners. Most of these videos only shout about their wins. They will never ever talk about the losings. Losers stay quiet. The way how you invest is this, all right? You only compete with your past self. If you're better off in the last year, that's all that matters. That shows that you're becoming a more matured and a more experienced investor. Okay, 8% annual returns over 30 years makes you a millionaire. Someone who always has a better returns than you, okay, in any given year. But for 20, 30 years, consistency wins. So focus on your goals, not their gains. Which of the truths I've shared hits you the hardest? Please comment below, okay? And if you like how you can reduce your fee in paying for your investment mistakes, okay, come join us on an online course where I'm going to share with you how to start getting into investment even if you have very little capital. All right, so see you guys then. Bye.